This video introduces the Getting Help Using Red Hat Support tool. The Red Hat Support tool utility provides a text console interface to the Red Hat access services provided by your Red Hat subscription. Internet access is required for the tool to reach the Red Hat customer portal. The utility can be used as an interactive shell or invoked as individually executed commands with options and arguments. By default, when you open it, it comes up into interactive mode, and at any time you can get help on the subcommands by just entering a question mark. The first time that you use it, it will prompt for the information required to access the customer portal. So I'm going to go do a search here. And before it completes the search, I'll have to enter my account information. So we're going to search how to manage system entitlements with Subscription Manager. I'll enter my Red Hat Access Portal ID. To keep from having to enter this repetitively in the future, it will save it in your home directory. There's a global way of saving this so that if you have multiple people using the same account, it can be set on a system-wide basis instead of a per user home directory. But for this, I'm just going to leave it in my home directory and my password, which it will also save. Then it goes off and performs the original requested search. That document at the top, 253273, how to register and subscribe a system, that's what I was looking for. So let's pick that. That's option number 1. And I can see the title, the issue, number 4, the resolution. Notice number 5 just displays all sections as if you're looking at the document online anyway. So this is giving you the same information that you would get if you were using knowledge base directly at the Red Hat customer portal. So knowledge base allows keyword searches similar to the man command. So users can enter error codes, syntax from log files, or any mix of keywords to produce a list of relevant solution documents. Let me get out of this one. If you happen to know the knowledge base ID for a particular document, you can just, instead of walking through a search, you could ask for it directly. So let's go back and ask for 253273 and see what happens. Now, this is going to come up unpaginated, which is why I'm piping it through less. This would allow you to take that information and dump it directly into a file or pipe it to another command to bring it into your ticketing system or any other program where you'd want to utilize that data. So again, the same document, but this time just displayed directly without interaction. The Red Hat Support tool can also be used by subscribers to create, view, modify, close Red Hat support cases. Files and other documentation can be attached, such as diagnostic reports, SOS reports, and configuration files. So let's try doing that. Let's open a case. Usually I would type all the options that I want on the command line here, but to allow you to see the selections, I'm going to let it prompt me. First, what is the area with which I'm having a problem? I'm going to choose Red Hat Enterprise Linux. and what is the version that I'm having a difficulty with. So I'm picking number 20 for Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7. I want a quick summary, something that will allow me to recognize the case later on when I come back and list my cases. So my problem that I'm having is I don't seem to be able to get my computer systems to be able to run without power. So now a full description. Of course, if there was more to the situation, you would be as descriptive as possible to make it clear. And again, my problem is just if someone happens to unplug the server, the operating system on that server fails to run. I just don't understand it. Notice enter a description and Control D on an empty line to allow the finishing of a multi-line entry. So Control D. And then to set an urgency to it. Now, I don't want to put this in as something urgent since we're only testing, so I'm going to put it in as low. You would choose what is appropriate for your situation. If this is part of another group, if you've already got other situations occurring and you want to attach this, if you have a group ID, you can attach it. I don't for this, so I say no. And I can look up a solution before submitting it. No, I don't want to look up a solution at this point. So this is going to generate a case ID. And in a minute, because this is live, I'm going to go back and close this case. I could attach a file to this such as an SOS report if I had one already. Since I don't have any files I want to attach, I'm going to say no. But if you have any configuration files that matter, or you've run an SOS report to grab all your configuration stuff together, you would attach it now. If you were unable to gather information previously and you wanted to come back later, now this port case 01045352 is now open. At any point, you can come back and do the add attachment command to attach a file to this open case. So let's just make sure the case is out there. I do a list cases. And these are all the cases that I have open at this point. You can continue to communicate with Red Hat service concerning the case. In this case, let's pretend that it's done. And now I'm going to go back and close the case. Now let me pick case number 2. And to close it, notice adding more attachments, adding comments, and adding anything else as the situation continues. In this case, I just want to modify the case number 2. And change its status. And the status that I want to give it is closed. And that changed the status on the other case. Let me go back and select the other case and close it too. There's the case number I was looking for. Now they're both closed. The Red Hat support tool has advanced application diagnostic and analytic capabilities also. Using kernel crash dump core files, for example, Red Hat support tool can create and extract what is known as a backtrace, which is a report of the active stack frames at the time of a crash dump. and use that as a diagnostics to include when opening a support case. The tool can also provide log file analysis. Since the tool is existing here on your server, it can parse log files of many types to recognize problem symptoms, which can then be viewed and diagnosed individually. And providing these pre-processed analysis allows support cases to be opened and made available to engineers more quickly. So this concludes getting help using Red Hat Support Tool.